I would have you're saying most millennials wouldn't have a problem with the girl wearing the fitted.
Like we match
Fashion
each
Nova.
other fly. When I see millennials taking like their marriage pictures and their proposal pictures, the girls don't have on turtlenecks and boot cut jeans. They fit it and they matching and it's sexy and it's classy and it's yeah. So I can only dress like that when I'm with you as my husband. Girls' night out weekend that I had him.
We're going to get into that.
Watch Marquise put his foot in his mouth on this one.
Where you going wearing that? What you doing?
And look at me. I'll be like, my husband said I can't. My husband said, I'm wearing a turtleneck for girls' night out. My husband said I can't wear it. That's going to be me. So, I'm talking. I remember I frowned.
That should never happen.
Nope. As millennials, keep that same energy. Because I frowned my face. Somebody was like, my husband is a stay-at-home dad, and I'll go.
Millennial minded. Millennial minded. Millennial minded. Millennial minded.
All right, welcome to the Millennial Minded Podcast with Marquise
And Gia.
And we are officially on episode 8 of our podcast. We've been going strong, being consistent. Thank you for everyone that supported, listened, shared, watched, commented.
Thank you.
Liked and subscribed. We really appreciate that. We're on episode 8. You can email us, millennialmindedpodcast@gmail.com. Please follow our Instagram at millennial.minded and subscribe to our YouTube channel.
Yes.
And subscribe to, if you listen to us on Apple Podcasts or Deezer or Spotify. We are on all streaming platforms. So check us out there. Let's get into what's trending, right?
What's trending?
I guess the first thing we can start with, which is pretty pressing on everyone's mind right now, is the NSARS campaign.
The NSARS.
NSARS, which is the Special Anti-Robbery Squad in Nigeria.
Yes.
So it was put in place and implemented by the Nigerian police force to protect civilians from being robbed, because there's a lot of traffic and it's really congested over there.
Yes.
So people were being robbed and harassed, whatever like that. So the Nigerian police force implemented that squad, and they have been doing nothing but violence,
yes,
torturing,
horrible. Bribery, rape.
Yeah, it's really bad against young women and children. They will force you to withdraw money from the ATM.
Yes.
It's really bad. And on October 20th, I think,
yes,
they had the massacre where people were just protesting SARS, this robbery
and
squad.
SARS.
And peacefully unarmed.
Yes.
And the Nigerian government sent that squad in to shoot them and kill people for protesting.
Open fire.
And that's why everyone is, speaking up about this. I guess this has been going on for years now. So we're going to put some information in the description to, if you can donate to some causes, because people need food and water that's out there. We're going to say something about, we encourage you to spread awareness.
Yes.
Use the hashtag and stuff like that. Because this is how do you do that to your own people, your own civilians?
At this point, I would think that it's the power of the gun at this point, because we go through the same thing with America with our police.
Yeah,
they're going through the same thing in Nigeria. And when the SARS campaign started, it's been going. They've been protesting for a couple of weeks now, and they're getting conflicting reports about how many people died. The news media is telling us that 12 people died, but the people that are on the ground in Nigeria are saying it's upwards to 80 people that were and they're targeting youth.
Yeah,
it is targeted for iPhone. If you dress nice, if you have tattoo, like you wouldn't be a threat there, besides his phone, but he would blend in. But if you, but the guys that like come abroad and get tattoos and like, just the young, they do not like that. And the bribery is real. You give us 50 naira or 500 naira and we'll let you keep going. Your car, where did you get this car from? How did you pay for it? Are you a scammer? Are you a Yahoo boy? And it's just, and the women, the young girls, if you have anything suggestive, they think that you're a prostitute and they take advantage of you. And it's been banned 4 times in Nigeria. So why this is the 4th time that they said they banned it as of last week, but they ban it and then they rename it and rehire the people.
God, the same people.
The same people.
So are they in regular clothes or they have a
special? They are in regular clothes. Initially, they were because what happens is if you are in traffic in Lagos, Nigeria, the traffic is so congested up to 4 hours to get to the next city. Okay, you can sit in traffic up to 4 hours. Even till today, you can sit into traffic up to 4 hours. What happens was the guys from the villages that robbed, they would come out of the bushes and just ambush everybody that's sitting in traffic. This force was created to stop that. But those are the same ones that they hired. So it's just like, okay, we won't. If you don't want me to take your iPhone, give me 500 naira. Or if you don't want me to take your iPad, if you're a business. So it's just like anything that goes on in there. And then they have palliatives like the PPE that we had to cover ourselves with coronavirus. The government held on to that. So they had to loot to get that stuff. And they found thousands of PPE and food and stuff that the government was supposed to give out to the people that they had. It's a real political injustice going on right now. And the president of Nigeria did release a statement, and he was just about as dry as a piece of toast.
The government is backing these people,
and they will not come out and speak against it and condemn it because it's something that they created, and they're using this for their benefit. And now the people are trying to overturn the government. His name is Buhari, and Buhari is horrible. I must say, I thought he was like our modern our Nigerian Trump.
Yeah,
Trump ain't got nothing on Buhari.
He's worse.
Trump shows some type of emotion. If he mad, he gonna show you that he mad. If he tired, if he's sick of your questions, Buhari was just sitting there like,
jeez.
And they were like, we were waiting for a speech, all for him to say nothing. So it's been really bad. And what they did is they did a lockdown. So Lagos is on lockdown.
I heard about
curfew. And you can't go outside.
Implement a curfew while people are already outside protesting and then go and shoot them? Like, that doesn't make sense.
So what's been happening is now that Lagos is on a lockdown, the Nigerians abroad and in different countries have been protesting. We've been protesting here in America. There's some things in California, some things in Dallas where it's like heavily populated African community. They have come together, and overseas in Europe and the UK and France. Nigerians coming together because they are tired. And one thing you can say about Nigerians is that they will stick together because they are usually proud Nigerians. I know people will say this, but Nigerians are usually very proud. And if you do your research on Nigerians in America, they are the most educated group, most educated immigrated group in America. It's not Chinese. You would think an Asian Indian. It's Nigerians. They usually here they got a degree or have some type of degree or have some type of education with them. So we are on the right track with the NSARS, but it's not gonna end until I believe the government is replaced.
Protest. I mean, I'm all for protesting and all that and donating to help those people that's out there struggling. And I like the solidarity as well. I do, but can that really impact the change? I think it's gonna come from the people, really, in the government.
200 million people living in Nigeria alone. 200 million is so populated and dense. Like
they're gonna have to rise up against that government. It looks like, and Africa as a whole, like what they're doing to women, children, enslaving them. Different countries. In Africa, like Liberia, I think the rape percentage went up 50% since this pandemic. in women. And I think Liberia's been. My dad's from Liberia. If you didn't know, they've been in civil war. Well, there was a civil war for like 14 years, and they had to overthrow that government. So it seems like different countries are like really corrupt in Africa, and I guess corruption's everywhere.
Corruption is everywhere. It just hurts when you see about it in Africa, because it's like it's where we come from. If you have any type of brown on you, believe it or not, I'm going to say this again, you had an ancestor that was on a slave ship. So just know that as Africans, African Americans, Caribbean Americans, we all come from that continent.
Yes,
and
do.
To see that they are still so far behind, it's disheartening, because I would like to move abroad. I told you I would want to do like a year in Africa. I ain't going to Nigeria now. I'm going to Ghana. I ain't going.
I want to go home to, because we have family there. Liberia,
yes.
Or Ivory Coast is right next door.
Right there.
Yeah, I would love to see. People have told me like when you go there, you just feel like, man, I'm home.
Liberia is one of the countries in Africa that's most replicated after America.
Yes.
I was even their flags, everything looks like, So that would be cool.
That's a goal of mine, to go home one day, see the family, see who's there, see the culture, see what's going on in Africa. What other country would you want to see? Because I want to see like East African countries too.
You do?
Yeah, I want to see. I think Namibia. I want to see Zimbabwe. I want to see Madagascar. I want to see all that.
So I want to
Safari, of course.
Of course, South Africa for sure. South Africa, Namibia. I really like Ghana. I want to go up the coast of Ghana, Ivory Coast, of course, to see the slave ships. I do want to go to Nigeria, Abuja, and like Lucky, and just to see some things and like their culture and like their millennials, how they do things there. I
love how they dance and celebrate at their weddings and stuff. It's
I would like
really
to be a part of
There's
that.
a lot of good African movies on Netflix.
Oh, I only watch
That's
that
all my mom.
I got her into that. You know that, right?
Oh no, I didn't.
I set the app up and everything.
Yeah,
their movies is phenomenal. North Africa for sure, Morocco. Egypt.
We don't talk about North Africa too much. I do want to see Egypt and the pyramids, right? You want to see that?
Well, that's where we stem from, North Africa on down.
Did not know that.
When we talk about scripture.
Oh,
yes.
All right.
Yeah.
That's gonna be good.
Abraham and all of them. Yeah, they was up at the top and then they came down.
Yes, absolutely.
Their descendants.
Yep. Okay,
so in SARS, we standing with the protest, and we're not protesting now, but we are we can identify with what's going on, and we want to use our voice for the End SARS campaign as well.
And we'll put a description in there, so if you want to donate, we would encourage you to donate and continue to spread awareness about SARS. Next thing is our brother Ice Cube.
Why is he getting flack?
Right. So
tell me,
people, because he met with the Trump administration with a plan. I don't know what the plan is. I don't think he specified what the plan is.
Okay.
But it's titled like Contracts with Black America.
Okay.
Something about reparations and what we want to see in our communities, basically. So he met with Trump. I don't think the Biden administration at the time met with him, but they did contact him, he said.
Okay.
Both parties did contact him. And whatever policy that Trump has in place, they kind of revised it after reading Ice Cube's plan for Black America.
Oh, okay.
And try to change some stuff, implement it. So I personally thought that was good.
Okay.
Because you got to work with who you can to get what you want.
Yeah.
Plus he's in power. The problem is people feel like the timing of it right before election time, and they thinking like, yo, you're really siding with this guy. That doesn't look good. I agree with that part too. It doesn't look good, but
okay,
it doesn't look good for the timing. Maybe you could have done this months before, a year ago. I don't know when he came up with it though. Maybe he just came up with it. I got to give him the benefit of the doubt, but people are saying like you're endorsing Trump, and of course he's saying no, I'm not. I haven't endorsed either candidate, but he's in power. We want to see try to get something done for our people.
Okay.
So that's why he's getting a lot of flack. Basically calling him a sellout.
Oh.
And 50 Cent too, because he posted that thing.
50 Cent don't want to pay no more taxes.
Extra tax, yeah.
But he'll hang us by the neck in order not to pay additional taxes. Like I don't get that.
Yeah.
But we can't influence anybody's decision. They everybody has their own agenda. If it's not self-serving, we can't expect for people to really look out for us. And I did hear some things about Ice Cube, and somebody said, like, who told him to be the voice of black? Why not use his voice?
Right. He's been speaking out for black folks in NWA and After Police.
Yeah.
I would never call him a sellout. It would really be disheartening if he did. I couldn't see it, though. He's been against the government and what they're doing to black folks. So yeah, I never got that vibe. But just simply trying to work. You got to work with who you got to work with. Yeah. I remember Pastor used to say, yo, if you got to work with the devil, you work with him to get the job done.
To get the job done.
Just get the job done because we want to see change in our community.
Yeah.
How was your, you watched the debate, right?
We watched the debate. The debate initially, I thought it was better. Initially, I thought it was a lot of he said. He said, but you remember you said, and I was like, please don't get into that. Let's just really get into it. I thought President Trump was a little, he was very uncomfortable when he referred to speaking about the black agenda and the issues within the black community. And it kind of was like, I did this. What else do they want from me? I like that Biden was really consistent with what stating what he would do this time, what changes he would make, like higher minimum wage. And Trump was like, everybody don't need $15 an hour. Alabama don't need $15.
I kind of agree with that. I don't know if I kind of agree with that. Like for different states, $15.
The cost of living is different.
Yeah.
I understand.
I don't think Alabama needs a $15.
But you got to articulate that in a way that Americans don't feel like, okay, so we should just settle for $6, and I can't feed three kids on $6 an hour, even if I live in Alabama.
Right.
So some things you make consistent across the board, and just to be like, no, I'm not giving everybody $15 an hour. And Biden was like, that's the bare minimum we can give people, that especially that that have families to feed, is 15. I agree with that.
Yeah.
Even if you do live in a lower a state that the cost of living is cheaper, $15 is still not a lot of money compared to people working their behinds off, because you're gonna have to get 2 jobs anyway.
Especially for sure in New Jersey, you need
you got
two jobs.
Two jobs and a side hustle
or fraud hustle. New
Something.
Jersey. I don't know how far $15 goes in a state like Alabama, but like if you look at the housing market, it's insane down south compared to ours.
Yeah.
Like for 200, 300 grand here is nothing for a house, and over there it's like a mansion.
That's true.
Like a huge mansion. So I don't know how far $15 go.
But they're not going to be living a lap of luxury buying Birkin bags with $15 an hour. They're going to buy a couple of more accessories at Walmart. Like, to be honest, come on.
If you're a business owner and you have to pay all your employees $15, right? You have to pay all your employees $15, and it starts eating up at your overhead. Wouldn't you have to make some cuts?
You would probably have to make some cuts.
So that's where it's like, I get it.
You may not hire 20 people, but you hire 12. And with the 12 people, some that are higher demand, it'll come with the job. Now that I have less people to pay y'all more money, I may require more hours, or I may require more shifts or something like that. But just to overall say, this is not New York. Y'all don't get $15 an hour. Y'all good with 6 or 7 here. I don't think that's fair.
I don't think 6 or 7 anywhere though, but I think it should be really close to 15. For certain states.
I did a study a couple of years ago, and they said that in America, the cost that we have overall for rent, food, car, insurance, and childcare, every American should be making at least like $19.70 an hour to make it. So those that are making significantly less than $19.70 an hour are like how y'all making ends meet is. But that was just a general study based on other countries that all Americans, in order to make ends meet, should be making at least $19 an hour.
Jesus, man, I wasn't making that for years. Well, I lived at home for a long time, so
yeah,
that's a dang. $19.
You can't even get $19 with certain degrees. I see jobs with master's degrees, and they offering $16, $17 an hour.
Are you serious?
Of course, especially like in social work field and stuff like that. That's why people are working 2 and 3 jobs.
I think something needs to be done, especially in New Jersey. Shoot, in that case, I am an advocate for $15 all across the board. I take that back, America. Yeah, $15 at least. But you need more.
Yeah,
you need more.
That's not even on top of kids and sneakers and shoes,
all those
and
phantom
school
costs that add up. Yeah, that you don't know about. Yes, that is true. That is true. How do you feel about Joe Biden? Because there is a lot of flack for him because of where he came from and what he stood for 40 something years, and he was the statements about racial jungle, as one people, his kids are in a racial jungle, or he was I believe he was for segregation at the time back then. I think it was for segregation, even though he was for segregation, and some of those he has said some kind of racist comments, especially in the past, and that crime bill that he did push and stuff like that. Do you feel like he deserves your vote? Basically, for 40 something years, this guy, I wouldn't say he stood up for black people.
And then all of a sudden, now he's for black people.
Right. And if you ain't black enough, if you don't vote for him, you ain't black. Like saying stuff like that.
That's ignorant. But no, I think for 47 years, he was not in the right space to really get it. Now that he's working more with our community and starting to really see as a presidential nominee the biggest divide, the fact that he's willing to do something, I would say he would be worth my vote, that he's trying to do something, that he's trying to change and trying to make amends. Because in the presidential debate, he said, I did the crime bill. That was a mistake. I shouldn't have did that. I'm still to this day trying to overturn that. That wasn't so I'm giving him the benefit of the doubt to say I wasn't making the best decisions for a long time. And now my latter years, I want to at least make it right and make some change. So
do you believe that you can change? Like if you were, I guess for anyone, not just Joe Biden, but if you were like, this is how you were brought up, this is the way you've thought for 40 something years, do you believe that goes away?
Sometimes it do, sometimes it doesn't, because you and I have experience with people that are set in their ways for a certain amount of times when it comes to different things. So I do believe people can change if they want to change, and if they have a heart of compassion and empathetic towards what they see. Like certain people that I knew that really didn't care saw some things with police brutality, and like the George Floyd was like, oh, it didn't really affect me until I actually saw it. And to be like, so it is a difference. Now, if Joe Biden is elected president, racism is not going to go away.
That's true.
That is not going to stop. Racism is not going to go away.
That's true.
If Trump is re-elected president, he's not going to put anything into that's going to stop anything that's been going on. Else he'd have stopped it 4 years ago. So it's just we're still going to have to do the work ourselves. I'm not I'm not relying on him to be our savior.
Yeah.
I'm relying on him to stick to his word. Minimum wage, maybe you can help. Maybe, the climate, you can help. Jobs, you can help. Healthcare, you can help. I'm all for me not being able to afford my job insurance, but being able to go, because Obamacare, and I was a recipient of Obamacare. I will let y'all know, when Obamacare first came out, I did not have insurance. I needed insurance. I signed up for Obamacare. My premium was $42 a month for full coverage for everything.
Okay.
When Trump was elected and he switched that Obamacare, my premium went to $272. I was making the same amount of money, working the same job. It went from $42 on Obamacare to $272 a month. It is a difference.
I have somebody that told me they run a couple of businesses, and that Obamacare would be the worst thing they ever did for them. I forget why, but basically they were saying, if I just go to the hospital or whatever and receive medical whatever, it would be cheaper for me to just pay as I went. Rather than
a lot of people didn't accept it. So it was just like, you have Obamacare. No, it was hard to find providers. It was hard to find providers. But if you're not insured and you need help, if you have an injury or something, it was insurance for you to go. Now, I haven't been in an emergency room setting to where I was built that much, but I was able to go to the doctor. I was able to go get a monthly checkup without spending $200 or $100 for not having insurance, and then spending $42 for a checkup. Yeah. It was a difference, and I can say that because I was a recipient of it.
Okay.
No, not a recipient.
Benefit?
I was a benefit. I paid for it.
Ever since you paid for it, yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. What I want to go into?
Well, millennials, we got to get out there and vote. We talked about it on our first episode. If you go back to our first episode, Marquise and I did heavy. We went into the history of the vote and why our vote was suppressed for so long. We went into everything educational. We broke it down step by step, but some viewers brought it to our attention that we still want to, we're 2 weeks away, we still want the millennials to. Now, I'm not melanin a vote.
I'm going to go in person and vote personally.
I am not, because as a millennial, yes, I'll cover this part. My son has a vote, so I'm not going to mail our vote in. I'm going to have to bribe him for sure. But I want to take him to the polling station with me. I won't be able to go in with him. Right? This will be his first time, and I want him to have the experience. I'm not going to mail in my vote. I've seen people that's mailing in their votes, and if you have your vote ballot, please do mail it in and send it in on time, and make sure you mark the correct things and sign your name in the correct spot, or else your vote will not be counted. But for those that come out on November 3rd, I'm going to make it a day. With me and my son. My son could care less about the votes right now. I can tell you right now. He just turned 19 last week, so I really have to educate him. So it'll be come out and vote. And I want to give him some snippets of what he thinks Trump is hilarious. So I got to make sure that I'm not swinging his vote one way or the other, but I'm going to give him the facts. But he just like his, the young people like that, he get to say whatever he want to say, and it's comical for him.
He's funny. He
is hilarious. Everybody can't go live in a box like you, Joe. I said, go ahead.
Trump is funny. He's got this swag about him that I like.
Dancing.
Did you hear anything about if you take a picture with your ballot, it might be considered fraud?
No.
Yeah, that's a rumor that's coming up that they're talking about. If you pose a picture of you saying you voted, might be considered fraud.
Oh no!
So just.
Don't take a picture?
I wouldn't. Well, I'll look into it more. Matter of fact, I'll look into it more to make sure that doesn't happen.
But millennials, come on, get out there and vote. Use your vote. Your vote and your voice counts. If you want to see change, whichever way that you feel is beneficial to. And sometimes we got to stop thinking about what's for me. Just think about
Americans.
what Americans, your grandparents, what would the healthcare look like for them if either one of them is, what would the jobs look like for your mother or your father that's working, or your mother or your father that's unemployed. Because they said now, like, you're a millennial, I'm a millennial. Millennials are living now more with their parents because of the crisis. Mm-hmm. So it's a whole family thing when it comes to voting.
Yeah, I took the wrong time to move out.
You going back?
I ain't going back. She control everything. If you don't pay the rent, she own you. I ain't going back. But yeah, please go out there and vote. I'm gonna for sure do it in person. I encourage everybody to do the same thing. Let's let our voice and our vote be heard, for sure. Damn, there was something else I wanted to say about that, but I forgot. But whatever. Let's go back into where we left off.
Okay, so...
Well, first of all, over the weekend... Is it a weekend? I saw it yesterday. We talked about it on our last podcast about Instagram, the booty picture, and girls just, like...
doing the most?
Yeah, just underwear on, butt pose, and saying, "Hey, do you like my hoodie?" And it's like, put the caption, "You like my hoodie?" And it's like, come on, bro. And everyone's commenting. All the guys are commenting, butt picture, great, whatever. Sweating over them, 30,000 likes. And I'm like, that's a problem. I think that's corny, whatever, like that. But then I saw you do a little thirst trap out there.
I threw a little bait.
Do a little cord out there. Yeah. Now, of course, you're nowhere near. You're not. Your pants are on and all that stuff.
Of course they were. I was fully clothed.
You were fully clothed. It looked nice. You my cousin. I shouldn't say that probably, but whatever. Looked nice, and but you part of the problem.
I am not. Y'all not gonna put this on me. I was at a girl's trip. And my sister specifically said, "Gia, it's grown and sexy night. Don't come out looking like a grandma." And when she said, "Come out," look, I was like, "Why is she challenging me?" Now, I don't do a grown. My sister, my twin sister. Okay. I don't do a grown and sexy picture. Like, I get dressed up and I get cute, but most of my cute pictures is like, church girl cute, or like, casual cute.
Yes.
This Friday night, I wanted to look sexy. I wanted to look the part, and I didn't want to look like anybody else, but I wanted to look and feel sexy. And I don't think I should be judged as a woman for saying, I want to go out. And now I thought it was tasteful. All you see is a little back fat. That's all you see is a little. And he gonna insert the picture. It was a cute picture, and I didn't post this on different. I could have posted this 2 weeks ago when I took the picture, but I was looking like, why are you? Like,
why'd you post it? Nothing wrong with looking grown and sexy, setting it off. Y'all going out, y'all hanging out. Nothing wrong. Of course, you should do that. Why'd you post the picture? That's all I'm asking.
I posted a picture because it was a beautiful picture. It was a beautiful picture. I liked how I looked in the picture. I liked the setting of the picture, and it was a Flashback Friday picture. So I didn't post it with a scripture underneath it, nor did I post it to say, "Look at my braids." I posted it because it was a grown and sexy night.
Do you like my braids?
Yeah. Do you like my braids? Boom. No, it was a grown and sexy night, and I felt good in that picture. Now, it was received different ways from everybody.
I was going to ask you that. What was the reception like in the comments and
the
DMs?
Comments were absolutely beautiful. Thank you for all the comments. It was just
from men. Let me ask you, from men, what was the comments?
From men,
like?
It was like, "Wow, oh really?" Some people was like, "Go ahead, Deacon." I'm still going to heaven because y'all seen the picture like that. Some people may say I'm not sanctified, I'm not set apart, I'm still a part of the world. That's totally your opinion.
I agree. That is totally your opinion.
That's totally your opinion, and I can accept a little bit of somebody's opinion on me. You ain't about to dish about everything you have. No, we ain't gonna do that. Keep that to yourself.
So what's the difference if you didn't post it and we didn't see it, so we don't talk about you?
Or if I just posted the front, because the front of the sweater was full coverage. It's just when I turned around to the back, I had a little piece of, the back out and a little shoulder out, and you seen a little bit of the bra that matched the so it was just like, it wasn't anything sexually suggestive. Now, I would not post that on like my online dating site, like on a profile.
They search you.
I don't want to.
Listen, they're going to search you. Most people are going to search your Facebook.
Private on Instagram.
Facebook, yeah,
Instagram.
Oh,
I didn't post it on Facebook.
You didn't?
No,
I did not see that. Right. Okay, that's smart. You should be okay. That's smart because most people, if you have that online profile, they would go just to make sure you're not catfish.
Yeah.
They would check your profile.
But don't tip me, because I will. Because I'm grown. And I'm single. And I'm a woman. I have every right to feel what I want to feel.
I agree. I only asked why did you post it. You have every right to post whatever you want on your profile. Anyone that says anything, including me, can kick rocks. This is your page. You're grown, like you said.
All the way grown. And my child is grown.
And your child is grown. So you're right. I was just asking, why'd you choose to? But anyone that says anything, coming at you sideways, who cares?
No, I can deal with
you posted something like it's not any better.
Do you think it's different from what
doors.
what we've been saying? Do you think it's like not like a hypocrite, but do you think it goes against what we've been advocating for girls not to like do anything suggestive and whatnot? We've been talking about the younger girls. I'm not talking as a grown woman. You can, post whatever you want. And do you think it was tactful or not tactful? You can be honest.
I think that it could be borderline because you're not saying, look at my braids, look at my hoodie. You're not. I don't get the vibe that you're posting it for likes. Like I don't get that. That was your intent. The other people that we were talking about, that's their intent. Just look at my hoodie, but I'm no pants on.
Yeah.
Now if you were doing that, then I would say like, all right, I wouldn't call you a hypocrite, but I'd be like, you're really going all out to do that.
Okay.
But I would just poking fun with you because you're my cousin.
Of course.
That's all.
We do it all the time. But yes, he's gonna insert the picture, and y'all can let me know if it's a thirst trap or not. Somebody said take that picture and put that on your.
Yeah, I'm gonna put that on the description. Rate this picture.
Rate this picture.
A thirst trap from 1 to 10. Let us know.
Should I add it to my online dating profile?
I say you should not because. As you said, guys, we're already visual.
Yes.
We don't want to be catfish. We want to see all your pictures and all, make sure you're a real person.
Yes.
And that's all they're going to look at. All they're going to be thinking about is, look at that. That's what I want.
And that's what I do.
That's not right.
That's not the attention that
Right.
I don't really crave attention. Period. So.
Well, let me. That's a perfect segue.
Okay.
You don't really crave attention.
No,
not really crave or like affection.
Okay, so when he says,
let's talk about that.
So last week we left off with my traumatic experience with online dating. Some of it was hilarious, and all of it was real.
I thought it was funny.
And we got some good feedback from it. I got personal feedback. I really received feedback from women like, I would never do online dating, G. And I'm looking like, okay, well, it's not for everybody.
Wait, did they say why?
No, I guess nobody really said why, but some people just was like, it's not for me. But I realized some of the people that they said it wasn't for actually have more of a social life than I do. So I can understand why they are used to meeting people face to face. And of course I'm used to meeting people face to face, but I don't get out there as much, which is why I wanted to try the online dating. So I did get some feedback. And when we left off, I gave the description of what I like, and that picture was hilarious that he put in of Sean said it's a defensive end that I need, not a linebacker, right?
Right. The linebacker might be that big, right? You want a big old
I need a defensive end. Okay. So in between the linebacker and the defensive end, Marquise pointed out the fact that I have a problem with affection.
You told me this.
Yeah.
Okay. I just want to. All right. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay. My problem with affection is I just don't like to be touched a lot. Like, it's not. I don't know. I know I'm a weirdo. I'm 100% a weirdo. I know I'm a weirdo. I've even gotten to the point where I'm comfortable now with, in church hug your neighbor. Like, just because it's I just really don't. It's never been like, I'm not the type of girlfriend or woman that, like, you got to tell me that you're about to touch me.
What?
You can't just walk up to me and.
So the man can't just walk up to you, hey, babe. Give
not
you a hug,
initially. Kiss you. Like, I would reach out my hand for like an initial.
With your boyfriend?
For my boyfriend, it would be different. But I still don't like to be touched a lot. So it's just like,
oh man,
he ain't gonna be holding on to me all day long. I'm not the type that we gotta hold hands walking down the street. We don't have to do that.
You don't have to do that.
We don't have to kiss in public. We don't, we don't have. I don't need to lean on you. You don't need to lean on me. Man. I'm very direct with personal space.
Okay. So so if you're at the man, when I was a kid, I guess. All that public PDA, they call it public display of affection, was heavy into that holding hands, all
lovey-dovey in the mall.
Yeah,
the lovey-dovey part would be you paying for my purchase and holding my bags. You don't have to hold my hand, and you don't have to give me a kiss. That's affectionate to me. Babe, I hold your bags. Ooh! Now I'll give you a kiss. I'll give you a hug. What?
Oh, wow. Okay.
But how important is affection in a relationship? Because I haven't been in a relationship in a long time. Maybe that's why I'm looking like I don't want just men in general. And I took a class about, body language. So it's some things that
read body language pretty well?
Of course I do. If a girl walk up to you, Marquise, and she giving you a hug, if she go underneath your arms, that means she just want a regular embrace. If she go over your head, she wants you to feel everything. If she go over the neck, she wants you to embrace her and bring her in. Mm-hmm. So I'm good with the church lady hug. God bless you.
From the side?
From the side.
But out.
I don't want nobody feeling all over me.
I agree. I don't like all that hugging in church.
Yes, you do.
In church?
No, in church. But you are big on affection, and I'm not.
Right. So I think there should be of course, like everything, a balance. I think your man should open the door for you, all that. Grab you by your hand, let you know you special, girl. You mine. You my girl. I'm your man.
In public?
Come here, girl. So, wait. Man, you're a different breed. Wouldn't girls like to feel, not that they're controlled, but like that dominant male presence?
Yes, I think they do.
Right.
I think they do. So I struggle with that. So
okay.
That may be why I don't really need.
There could be a deeper reason why.
I don't know if it is a deeper reason. Maybe because I don't know what it is.
I would think about that. It could be a deeper reason. It could be childhood. It could be anything. Like, all right, you don't like. Naturally,
you think women like to be caressed and hugged and massaged and all of that.
Yeah, like that daddy's little. I think it comes from being like that daddy's little girl. Mm-hmm. Like you were hugged, you were told you were loved, you were treated special like a queen or a princess, whatever like that. And of course, you don't expect that kind of love from your significant other. Mm-hmm. But that same, I don't know what the word is, but it kind of, you're kind of not longing for it, but it's like there is a spot for that you want.
Okay, so if I'm in the kitchen cooking dinner, I don't require you to come behind me and kiss me on my neck. But if we in the bed, I want to be cuddled. Is that weird?
Yes, of course. Yes.
Listen, while we out in public, what you doing? Don't touch me. Get up off me. But then we're in the bed. I got him in a headlock. Like, where you going? Back up in public. But like, yeah. What?
So we used to talk about this, like, yo, how you gonna wanna? Are you sure you're ready for a relationship if you don't like to be? I think you even put that on your profile, right? That you're not.
Yeah, they asked, how romantic are you? How romantic are you? And I was honest. I said I'm a little romantic. Mm-hmm. I'm.
What is your romantic? Your romantic is like like buying you something.
Not he doing the most.
That's what you just say that?
I said affectionate because it shows that you're listening and it shows that you're paying attention to me. Do
you know your love language?
No.
We got to do that test for you.
I don't know my love language.
So it sounds like it's you like. I don't know. Is it to be like giving stuff? That would be like your affectionate thing.
That's not it. I like a listener. I like gazing in the eyes. That will probably be it. Like somebody that pay attention to the little things. Mm-hmm. I don't need to hold hands. I don't need to really hug a lot or lay on me or lay on him. Like I'm not like needy like that. I think it comes across as needy because it's just like, somebody gotta always be under. Like my husband don't have to worry about me having to always be under him. I would give him his space because I know I need my space. I
know I need my space too. Yeah.
Okay. I need my space it's too. Making a little sense.
It does. That's why I said it should be a balance. Because I think you're more to the opposite spectrum. Like I don't need really none of that.
No, I need some. I just don't require a lot. Just like attention. You ever had a relationship that the girl requires a lot of attention? Mm-hmm. A lot of, not necessarily hand holding, but like, babe, I love you. Like you. Yeah. I wouldn't, be a little. It wouldn't. That's it not
pull
me.
On you. Yeah, I don't think you should. Well, so I think it's because you are that independent, strong woman.
I have the single lady syndrome. I'm getting away from that. I'm gonna get away from that. It's gonna take a really strong man, a really patient man, and a really he gotta be worth it. I'm like a one woman man. Like when I do get married or when I do date, like I don't want to court for long. I don't want to date for long. Dating long is not even in the Bible. It's not scripture. That's true. He been my boyfriend for 3 years. I ain't been nobody girlfriend at my age for 3 years. That's first of all. Mm-hmm. So I don't want to date long, and I kind of want to like grow with my husband and like we learn each other's habits and wants and needs that way. Now when he come, I'm talking all of this now, honey. I'm gonna be sitting on his lap. On the shoulder, all over this stuff. That's because I had to wait so long for him.
I think that makes a man feel good and appreciated.
Men look for that?
The balance, yeah, the balance. Like, all right, she needs me.
Oh,
she needs me.
Tell me more.
But also, again, you want to be. I say balance, like, 'cause I also want that space. Like, all right, I just want to be home alone. Like, all right.
Well, you got the only child syndrome, so that home alone is that. But separate room is okay.
Oh man.
Or just you need the whole house.
Too. I feel like I need the basement. Like I need the.
You need a significant area.
I think so.
Ooh.
Yeah, after a while, like, all right, I just want to. I need that basement.
Okay.
I don't think a separate room would be enough for me, but which is something that like I got flack about. Like, how you gonna want to be with somebody and every once in a while you just want to be away?
Be away.
Yeah. Like,
I don't think there's anything wrong with that.
I didn't think so either, but I got a lot of flack for it though. But anyways, that's not here nor there. So I think the guy wants to feel like he's important. Mm-hmm. He's needed. So every once in a while, just a little come up under cuddle. Blah blah blah. Little hold.
Okay.
I think is enough for most men.
Okay.
Not overly, but I think that's enough. But I also feel when you're going out, you should let him grab your hand, take you by the waist or whatever the case is. Like, You mind?
Yeah, I wouldn't mind it, but I don't need it constantly. Yeah. So that would be the difference. I would, of course, as a woman, I want my husband or my man to, embrace me and hold me and hug me. I just don't want it. No. We hugged yesterday. Okay, I done gave you a hug on yesterday.
But you want to cuddle every night.
But I want to cuddle every night.
So what happens if your man is overly affectionate? If he's a teddy bear, he just just wants to hug you all the time.
I would embrace it. I ain't leaving that man because he want to hug and kiss on me. Okay. But I won't look for it. It's not something that I personally look for. It may soften me up a little bit, but that's probably what I need is, because I'm so hard. I need, somebody just to.
I think so.
Well, I'm not hard. I'm a gentle giant. I'm a gentle giant.
You and Eason.
I'm a gentle giant, but I would need, so okay, Gia, come on, and my whole thing is like, I got eczema on my hands. Maybe that's an excuse.
No, that's not an excuse. He's gonna love you for whatever you got on you. He gonna love you and hold your hand.
Have you dealt with anybody that doesn't like affection?
No.
Everybody wants you all over them.
No, I'm not saying.
Really.
I'm not saying that either. But I haven't met any a
woman,
lady, right? That was like, I don't want to say, for lack of a better word, like you, like this. Just
it's okay.
It's all love.
You haven't met a woman. You won't meet a woman. You'll be lucky. You'll be lucky. What come right into shape, okay? But
right, that's a good point too.
But what about the opposite? Have you been affectionate towards? Have you had a girl be overly affectionate towards you, always under you, or always holding you? And
I think it was always a balance.
It's mutual.
Yeah, it was mutual balance.
So
it
then
wasn't.
You work off of chemistry.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely. But I never had a lady that was a girl that was too much, because that would annoy me.
Oh.
That would annoy me. I just want to look into your eyes all the time. You're so awesome.
Oh.
But that positive, which you shouldn't. I don't think a guy should already have that self-esteem, that positive. Mm-hmm. But a lady that can speak that to you. I don't know why I keep saying lady. A girl that can speak that to you, I think really helps. Help mold you and be strong and who you are, confident.
Yeah.
So at least if you can't do, I know you're learning, you're trying to.
I am.
Right. But as long as, especially, I know you can, but speaking into that person.
That's what's going to draw him. He's going to be like, oh,
man,
come on.
Yeah, if you could do that.
Speak life into that man.
Yeah.
After you done cuddling me 3:00 in the morning, you feel the anointing of the oil and my hand over your head, praying God's provision over you. You gonna fall in love. What you want? This is. You ain't gotta worry about me holding your hand the next day. I've been praying over you all night. My hand is so drenched.
Right. I think that's
the anointing of the Lord.
Yes. So I think that's spiritual intimacy. I saw. Man, I was younger. It was Israel and New Breed.
Mm-hmm.
Had a DVD for Live in South Africa album.
Okay.
And that's when they were singing Alpha and Omega. Yeah, he started singing Alpha and Omega.
Okay.
And in the video, I loved Israel. And I thought he was I think he still is. Well, he's a great worship leader. And at the time.
For sure.
Right. And so he's worshiping, blah, blah, blah. And it's so powerful. He falls down. He's on his knees. He's just cradled up, and his wife comes up and starts praying over him.
What?
And I said,
"That's me.
That's the woman.
That's what you. That's what you.
That would be wow." I thought that was so powerful. That touched me. I think the chemistry and the spiritual connection has got to be. I think it helps increase intimacy in the natural. That's so you. Laying hands for your husband and praying over him after y'all cuddled and do whatever, that takes it to another level.
Another level.
Yes. So a woman that can, be the brains, the beauty, do all those different roles, speak into your life.
Yes.
but can actually intercede on your behalf, can pray for
Okay.
you, and really call on the name of the Lord for you.
What?
That
Imagine how it feels as a woman. You
Yeah.
laying down and your husband on his knees seeking the Lord for your You
Yeah.
ain't going. That's when I'll fight over my husband. Like you like who husband? This man been praying over me on his knees. I done waited this long. Throw your hands up, sis. You ain't getting mine. Like no.
yeah. So it's both ways, absolutely. Like
Yeah.
that man that gets up in the morning and prays over his family,
Yes.
his children and stuff like that is
So-
the ultimate dream.
Wow. Wait.
couple.
Wait. Will spiritual connection override physical connection in some
I
point?
think it enhances it.
Nice.
I think the spiritual connection will enhance the whole natural intimacy as well
Oh, beautiful.
in that couple, in that relationship.
Oh, nice. Because when we were talking about our online dating, I did get some inboxes,
Uh-oh.
and it was.
Well, you went back to your. What do you mean?
I got
your profile?
personal. I got personal
Oh,
inboxes,
okay.
and it wasn't nothing about me. It was just like, what about Marquise? What about you talking about your experience? What is he looking for in a relationship or in a woman? I was like, I'm gonna ask him that. So spiritual.
That speaking into that balance of affection.
So what would your wife have to come with? What are you looking for in a relationship?
I will want again that balance affection, the beauty, the brains, all that. Have yourself together, and like to speak over. Like women can't really speak into your life
Mm-hmm.
powerfully and like really, and because I feel like women have the not the word, not manipulate. It's the other word. Influence, kind of like influence. Like they can really, they have that
make
ability.
Or break you.
Yeah,
Make or
yeah,
break you, right?
Yeah, they can really
As
make
a
or break.
man.
Yes, they can tear you down quick
Or build you up.
or build you up.
Wise woman builds up her house.
There you go. And I think the man has to be deserving of that too. If you're giving off BS and doing BS, like
that's what you're going to get.
that's what you're going to get.
Yeah.
You're going to hear that mouth. You know what I mean? So, but the beauty, the brains, all that good
Strong,
stuff.
confident. Communication. What about communication? Because you
Yeah.
can be a little passive.
Yeah.
Do you need
the
a
old
woman?
me was a little passive. Old me.
Passive aggressive.
Yes, the old me was
Aggressive.
Yes.
Like you don't let people walk all over you, but it's just like, okay, you did that now.
Now
Watch
I won't
what I
show
do.
up tomorrow.
Yeah.
But I got
it.
over that. I got help. I talked to real men.
Passive aggressive
fixed
women. No. Assertive
Man,
women.
man.
You have issue with assertiveness sometimes.
No.
Go ahead.
No.
Go ahead and tell the
no,
truth.
No.
Go ahead and tell the truth.
No.
You don't have issue with assertiveness?
No.
How
'Cause
assertive am I?
if there was a scale, I want a girl that's assertive in the middle. I think you, my mom, y'all could be.
So we would be 10. You need a 5.
I need a 6, 7. Yeah, because you know what? You want if your woman's with you,
Mm-hmm.
you're at the store shopping,
Mm-hmm.
and the manager's, you're trying to return something. The manager's giving you some bull
Mhm.
reasons why they can't, and you should be able to handle that situation.
Yes.
But it's even cooler. Your woman can speak up on you. No, we're not doing that. No,
Yes.
no, he paid for it. Blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
Like that. That's okay.
So in a circumstance like that, you would like fall back and allow your woman to come up
Sometimes,
assertive.
yeah. Because I also would feel like I need to do that. No, that needs to be me doing that.
Well, when it comes to like my interaction, like with like another man or like a situation that I don't want to have to deal with, I would love to be able to say,
Right.
You
You
know
you
what?
want a man
I'm
to
gonna
be able
call
to
my
step up.
husband. Yeah, I'm gonna call. You know what? Especially if I'm getting into it like with the opposite sex or a man or something, not like at work or something, but just like in life.
Mhm.
You know what? Maybe you should talk to my husband. maybe you should speak. And so my husband would have to, I'm like, babe, I done told them that they gonna talk to you. You better not get there and embarrass me.
You don't want you want him to be able to do that. So I can do that, and it's even cool. Like, you don't want the opposite. The girl like, well, don't worry about it. We can maybe call the human resources later.
You want your wife to be able to get it done.
Yes. So you want some form of assertiveness, just not.
She can't tell you what to
walking
do.
Where
you going?
Yeah, you can't walk. Yeah, you can't walk over me though. Just again, everything is a balance.
It is a balance.
It's just a balance.
Would you walk over somebody that was more passive? That's my fear.
You don't have to worry about that.
No, stop. No, I don't want a man that's so because I know that I like if I so that if he got to be able to tell. Gee, I said that's enough. And
you would need a guy that can do that.
I need it, because if I can walk over you, I probably
you won't be interested in him.
Yeah, I probably will. If I can walk over you, I can. I will. I know it's not right to say, but it's honest. That's with everybody. If you allow people to do certain things to you, they will do it. And I would never want a husband or a man that I can do that to. I don't want somebody that caters so much to me that it's just like, it's me. I said. I need him to know we're in this relationship together. I want you as much as you want me. Like, I don't want a man to have to put me like, she queen, but she queen, this, that, and the fourth, and he doing everything to please me, and I'm just sitting back like, yes.
Now, yes. Wait a minute.
I'm going to treat him like a king if you treat me like a queen.
As you should.
Not a servant.
But women, I'm speaking up for women on this one real quick.
Go ahead.
For generations have been lesser than, has been walked on.
Yes.
What's wrong with now? Listen, let me be the queen. You take care of me, but still having that balance. Like, no, you said you want this, but no, we're not doing that. This is what we need to do for the family. No, telling you no sometimes, but still allowing you to be. Go ahead and take care of me. Go ahead. I'm Queen Sheba. I'm diva. Like, I think that's also really sexy too.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
Like, how do you feel about like?
I don't want to put that. He got to be able to do it. I don't want to put that pressure on my husband to feel like, of course I want my wife is the queen. I want to take care of her, but for him to be required to do certain things for me because I'm the woman in a relationship, or I'm at a certain level, I don't want to put that on him. He got enough to worry about in this world than to have to come home and his wife just a lazy Susan.
That's the thing. You can't be I don't mind let's say a stay-at-home like parent or something like that, or stay-at-home wife. I think that's cool. I think that's,
Would you like your wife to stay at home, or would you rather her?
I would.
You would?
I would. I want to be able to make enough money
that your wife don't have to work.
I don't have to work. But I would also like do something though.
You better have a goal, sis. You cannot be Marquis' wife and think that you're going to have dinner on the stove by 6 o'clock, breakfast ready, prepared for him, and his kids is clean, the house is clean, and think that's all he going to want. That's not going to happen. And I think that's what women get it twisted. You, sis, have a side. I don't care if you braid hair. I don't care if you do nails. Have something that you write a book, a blog, a t-shirt line, a jewelry line, makeup, something for yourself, because I've seen all too often women that's just like, my life goal is to be a mother. Sis, all our life goals is to be. We all take care. All our kids eat dinner at night. Like, sis, get off of that. Oh, I take care of my family and my husband. Everybody take care of their family and their husband when they have to.
But here's the thing. I agree with you. That's I want that woman that's doing something else, even though you stay at home. I do
something else going on for yourself.
But
take a class.
But there's other women that's like, what's wrong with that? What's wrong with just being parent or stay-at-home wife, stay-at-home mom, whatever, and that's my rule. I'm taking care of the household. I don't believe that
our purpose in life as women stops with our children and with our husbands and with our homes. What have you done for yourself as a woman to contribute to this world besides that you raise, two really good kids and your husband don't have eyes for nobody but you. That's a lie. So you can do all of that, sis, and he's still at work, like, you home baking cookies and he at work looking at that independent woman that's about her business. Like, it's a difference.
Yo, that's true, because
he looking at go-getters at work all around him all day long, and you home baking cookies. It's like, no. And there's nothing wrong with being home. I wanted to be a stay-at-home wife for a long time before I was forced to do otherwise. But when life happened to me, it was like, that ain't your call. Get out there and get your own. So if you are a stay-at-home woman or a stay-at-home wife, I'm not knocking by any means necessary, but I believe you have to have some personal goal. You have to do something for yourself.
I'm with you, because
so
I want that.
Nick, go something. If you cater only to your husband and your children, you are doing yourself a disservice. Mm-hmm. That is not always self-gratifying. That gratification does not just come from that as a woman. So
because I personally, I think that I would, if that, which is horrible to say,
what,
that if my wife was like that, and which is, I think technically it should all, that's all it should be. Or damn, I'm stuttering. If my wife was just stay at home, just focus on the family, that should be enough. Mm-hmm. I'm saying, that's what I'm going to say. That should be enough. Mm-hmm. But I think something in me is going to be, when I'm at work, I'm looking at that. We're always looking at the grass on the other side. Mm-hmm. I'm going to be looking at that go-getter. Man, she's
if your husband loves you enough, he would encourage you to do something for yourself. He would encourage you to do something for yourself. Mm-hmm. He definitely would. Like, I know you got the house in order, but what is it that you want to take up a class? You want to, teach something. You want to start a small business from home. He would cultivate and encourage that.
I totally agree.
If he's not a selfish man. Now, if you meet a selfish husband that don't want you to do nothing but have the lasagna ready by 6:00 and his bath water running, sis, you married the wrong brother. Mm. Facts.
I think some women might disagree.
Put them in the comments. Let's
have that conversation. There's so many questions I would ask. I would have put in the comments about affection. I gotta figure out how to word that. Do you think a man should be overly affectionate or show affection? And then I don't know how to word this one, but do you think it's okay with just being, a stay-at-home wife or a stay-at-home mom? Like, let us know what you think.
And dads are staying at home too now. I remember
that should never happen.
No, nope. As millennials, keep that same energy. Keep that same energy. Because I frowned my face. Somebody was like, my husband is a stay-at-home dad, and I'll go, Marquise.
Yo, you got to be able to provide. You got to be out there working. Work by the sweat of your brow. Provide. What do you mean you staying at home? What stripping you talking about? Your ass talking, man. Work.
Work.
Even if you are not in if you're not working in the working industry or whatever, do something on the side. Bring something do something. Even if, I don't care if my wife makes more money than me. Mm-hmm. Bring that money, bring that bacon here. Let's put it, all right, no, we're going to pay this. We're not going to pay this. Whatever the case is, but
I agree.
We're both making that.
That's why I have a problem with, but that's where I think staying at home and not having some type of your own income. Like, I don't want to have to call my husband and say, Macy's got a 60% off today on, and it's just like, that's not in our budget. And I understand everybody have a budget, but if I'm contributing to the budget, he won't have a say so. Oh, we about to get into a whole, but we gonna pick this up next
weekly podcast, baby.
You when my husband comes, ain't fighting over 3 things.
What's that?
what I'm spending, what I'm wearing, and what I'm eating.
You're wrong. You're wrong again.
I'm eating what I want to eat. I'm wearing what I want to wear, and I'm going to shop as much as I can.
Oh, we got to save this. We got to save this. We have to save this.
I know I'm a weirdo. I'm working on it.
Because me, I'm not, you can't just wear everything you want to wear.
Well, okay.
We go. Weekly podcast, baby. Millennial minded.
Millennial minded. So millennials, let us know. Because, like, I'm thinking of older people, but millennials really don't have a problem with it. They, like, my husband should be a millennial.
You don't think you have a problem with you? So maybe, remember, I'm the Bryce guy, so I guess I'm old in my thinking. I would have you're saying most millennials wouldn't have a problem with the girl wearing the fitted,
like we match each other fly. Like we match each other fly. When I see millennials taking like their marriage pictures and their proposal pictures, the girls don't have on turtlenecks and bootcut jeans. They fit it and they match it, and it's sexy and it's classy and it's yeah. So I can only dress like that when I'm with you as my husband. Girls' night out weekend that I had him.
We're going to get into that. We're going to get into that.
Watch Marquise put his foot in his mouth on this one.
Where you going wearing that? What you doing?
And look at me. I'll be like, my husband said I can't. My husband said, I'm wearing a turtleneck for girls' night out. My husband said I can't wear it. That's going to be me. So, I'm talking all of this.
Yeah.
Nope, my husband said I can't wear leggings no more.
This is good. So let us know in the comments what you think. I'll put the question in there about affection for women and men. Yes. Should stay at home? I don't even think a stay at home man should exist. Let me say that. Stay at home shouldn't even exist. You need to be working, trying to do something, trying to provide, trying to contribute. But stay-at-home parent, wife, let us know what you think about that. Should they have a side hustle? Should they be doing something else other than just taking care of the family? And a part of me, I think I want my wife to be contributing something, just doing, and I'm encouraging her to start that business, do this, write that blog, do something, bake those things. I'm promoting that. I'm pushing her to do that. But there's also like, I don't think there's anything wrong with just I'm taking care. This is my role, taking care of the family. But hypocritically, I wouldn't feel good about
that.
It.
Wouldn't be your
yeah. I would be pushing to do something else. So let us know what you think about that. You can email us at the millennialmindedpodcast@gmail.com. Follow us on Instagram, millennial.minded. We got to do this giveaway.
What's the giveaway?
The hoodie giveaway. We got to say. Follow us, tag 2 people, share something, and we'll select you and give a free hoodie out. Maybe 2 hoodies.
Okay.
We got to do that. So hopefully this week.
So a hoodie giveaway coming up this week. Yeah. Okay, we'll get it together. Coming up. Look for that announcement on our Instagram page.
Yeah, follow us there and subscribe to our YouTube channel.
Yeah, thank you for everybody that's been sending comments and the love has been real.
Yeah,
and
for real.
And the suggestions and the comments, we thank you for it.
Yes. So we got a lot to talk about next episode. I'm looking forward to it. Episode 9. This is episode 8, weekly podcast, baby, coming at you. Millennial minded. We're killing it right now.
Yes. Yes. They're going to be like, they can't get their minds together. Gia can't even hug and kiss her man, and Marquise don't think mission. This is nothing what the millennials do.
Yo, I can't see a man staying at home and not working, playing video games. I can't do it. I couldn't. I wouldn't feel good about myself if I just stayed home and played video games.
And I cannot be that woman that's home folding your clothes and cooking your food without doing anything for Gia.
Or for the family. All right. So we'll come back to you next week. Enjoy. Thank you so much.
Have a good week.
Take care.
Bye.
Bye.